Now, the story was broken by CKNW radio reporter Sara-Jane tracked this down. She joins us now in the newsroom to talk some more about this. Sarah, hi.
Hi, Aaron.
Tell us about this story. How did you come across it?
Well, as a journalist, at least for CKNW, we're sent to this pile, which is the Ritz pile. It's the media pile that you head to in the courtroom. You sift through it. You run into many different stories. And this story came up to me last week. In fact, I saw it. It looked interesting. It looked like a story that hadn't been told yet. I hadn't heard about it. I went back to my newsroom. I searched around. I talked to people. No one had heard about it. I was quite shocked that no one had heard about it. So I gave the lawyer a call and I said, "Have you talked to anyone about this?" He said, "No." So I said, "Okay, let's talk." And next thing I know, the lawyer and I are on the phone. Every day we're talking about different angles. We're talking about more information. They changed the claims. They added to it. He got me the coroner's report. It just kept growing, which is then, that happened for a week. And then I was able to take it to CKNW, put it all together, and then break it on Monday.
It is astonishing to read some of the claims that have been made. It's terribly sad to think that a 21-month-old child died in all of this. How difficult was it to get past the stonewalling from Ministry of Children and Families?
Well, I wasn't the one that was actually able to do that end of it. My end was based more so on talking to the lawyer and being the first one to actually talk to the mother the first time she was willing to speak about this. I know our newsroom did get a hold. Sean Leslie spoke to the ministry, and it was, you know what the answer was. It was that we can't say anything. It's that this is in court and we can't talk about it. And that was pretty much the answer that everyone's being given.
Now, we're going to play a big chunk of an interview Jill Kropp did with Mary-Jane after we're done here.
Right.
But give us your take on what did you get out of the interview that you did with the mom?
I spoke to Sara-Jane yesterday, and Sara-Jane, a young mother, I wasn't sure what to expect. I was told she has developmental disabilities. She may be a little bit slower, which she said to me herself. But speaking to this mother, she spoke from her heart. There was nothing fake about it. Here's a mother who fled from her abusive relationship that she's saying was happening in Ontario, came here, and all she wanted to do was raise her child, and she didn't get to do that. She wanted her child to be safe. Her child was not safe. And so here's a mother that was literally just grieving. We spoke for over 30 minutes. She cried. She shared her story, said that I was the first person she was actually talking to about this. And I'm glad to know that she's talking to more people about this and getting this story out there.
No, and the child was seized and placed in ministry care, so there's obviously something there. But Sara-Jane was relentless. She went to visit Isabella every day and had lunch and read stories. It's compelling stuff to listen to.
They cuddled, they had blueberries together. She said that baby Isabella loved when she read to her. She loved books. She loved sitting there having a blueberry, cuddling up in her mom's arms and listening to her mother read her a book, just like any other 21-month-old would like.
So what's next on this? You're speaking with the lawyer once this goes to trial. I mean, there's not going to be much information that comes from the government. Are we hoping to get more answers here? Well,
Chris Heslinga, the lawyer, said he's going to keep us in the loop entirely, which means you'll also be kept in the loop. We're going to follow this. We're not going to give up. This is not a story that we brought to the airwaves and said, okay, we broke the story, goodbye. It's that story that we're going to talk about. It's that story that I will always remember for the rest of my life. And I hope that I don't know what the truth is. I don't know what the answer is, but at the end of the day, a baby died and that's not okay. And so we're going to get to the bottom of this. I give my word.
No, and to see that Mary-Ellen Turpel-Lafond is on this case too gives me some comfort. She's been holding the MCFD to account for some time now.
Right.
Okay, we're going to leave it there. Sara-Jane with CKNW, great work on this story, and we'll continue to follow this as well as the months go forward.
Thank
Good night.
you.